Hi there, my name's Jamie. Thank you for watching today. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be going through products that Dacey Cash made me try, but with a clean beauty twist. So I went through some of her more recent favorites videos and found some products in there that were clean, and I want to test them out and see if they live up to the hype. Most of them come highly recommended by her, so excited to test them out. And I think this might be a series that I try, going through different YouTubers and finding products that they recommend that happen to be clean, because Dacey Cash is not a clean beauty vlogger. She doesn't focus solely on clean beauty, but a lot of products that she's using are clean. So I want to test them out and see how they work out and let you guys know. So I already have my face makeup on. I'm not doing a full face. I picked just a couple items here and there because it's very expensive to pick out and try all these makeup products. So I'm just going to be testing out a few, and I'll let you know which products are the ones that she recommended and which products I'm using that she didn't recommend. She may or may not have ever used these before, but I will let you know what I'm using. Some of them I've already mentioned before, and I think I have a couple new products to try. So I'll do some on camera, some off camera, because some of it's going to be redundant. For primer, I use the Revlon Photo Ready Prime Plus. I've used this a few times. Also, my nails are butterflies. It's for a Halloween party tonight. I'm going as a butterfly or a tramp stamp, butterfly tramp stamp tattoo, which is a story for another day, but that's why I've got the butterflies. For my foundation, I used the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I've talked about this before. I really love it. It's a great lightweight option that just sits well on your face all day. So the first product that I'm going to be trying out that she recommended is the Kosas Revealer Super Creamy and Brightening Concealer in the color O2W. So I got a lighter color to go under my eyes. This might be a little too pale, but we will see how it blends out. Another thing that I got to try that she did not recommend, but I'm going to be using this to clean my brushes, is the Daily Clean Refresh Daily Brush Cleaner from the Sephora brand. I just take one of these makeup erasers and I will spray onto here, and then take the brush and just rub it on the towel to clean it. I typically do this for like eyeshadow brushes. If I'm using a different palette, it's a bit better of a clean than just like this switch it like dry sponge thing that you can swish around it. But this is great for brushes that you've used cream products on. I normally wouldn't go in and do this like daily with like a concealer brush, but since this is a new concealer, I want to give it a fair shot and not have remnants of a concealer that I already use and know that I like on there. So let's give this a try. I do love Kosas packaging. It's always super cute and bright colored. I'm going to start with one eye. Ooh, it's very light colored. So this might work better in about a month after I haven't seen the sun in forever, but we'll give it a try and just see how it goes. The joys of picking out colors online, right? Not bad. It blends out pretty well. I think it's probably a fairly light coverage. Let's see if it says. It's concealer, it's skincare, it's both. A medium coverage, super creamy concealer, eye cream, and spot treatment in one that visibly brightens and helps reveal better skin. So medium coverage, which we will find out here in a second. That actually did a pretty good job. Covered up a lot of the darkness under my eye. A lot of the darkness. Looks pretty good up close. I'd be interested to see how much creasing it has. She mentioned that this is kind of like a self-setting concealer, so she doesn't set. She said it dries down pretty matte, so I'm interested to see if that holds true. So that's it on fully. Definitely a medium coverage. I don't typically go for a full coverage So I'm happy with the medium coverage. I am interested to see if you can layer it up a little bit more, just because I'm a little extra dark right in there right now. Probably just haven't been sleeping well. It's a little bit of insomnia. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I just stupidly realized that she did recommend a primer, and I'm up here like, oh, I don't have a primer, so I ran downstairs to get my Revlon one. And she did recommend a primer. It's the e.l.f. Putty Primer, specifically the one that she was using, and that is clean, is the Acne Fighting Putty Primer. So I'm really bummed that I didn't try this out, but I'm also not going to take off my entire face of makeup to try this. I will definitely use this in an upcoming video or on my Instagram. So follow me on Instagram and I'll do a story on it and put it in my highlights so that you can refer back to it there. And I'm sorry I missed this. That makes me so mad. Before I go in with powder, I went and grabbed my Honest Beauty Cream Cheek Blush in Peony Pink. It's kind of nasty looking. It is well loved. This is very pigmented. I know it kind of looks crazy, but when you put on your other makeup, when you blend it out, it ends up leaving like the perfect amount, and then it will last. I'm going to clean off this brush a little bit so I can use it for the highlighter. It's crazy how well that, like, I know you can still see pigment on there, but it's like dry, like it's not leaving, you know, like it's not leaving color behind anymore. I'm gonna go in with the Master Radiance base. It came with a little spatula, which I appreciate because I don't like jars. I don't like sticking my finger in jars because it feels gross. I did wash my hands before all of this, but I don't know, it still grosses me out. However, I don't know how I'm not gonna lose this. Like, it's a good idea in theory, but like, you know, some have like the little thing at the top or like it magnets. I think that this is just gonna get lost. I'm gonna dab it on with my finger and blend it out with the brush. And I really wanna use not a lot at all. Okay. Can you see that? All right, that might be a little bit better. Okay, the brush does not work. I wouldn't use a brush, maybe a sponge. I'm not a big sponge gal, so I don't even have one up here. Let me try it with my finger on this side only. That looks a little bit better. I mean, it looks blinding on the screen. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna have to see how it looks in pictures tonight, and I like, my blush is looking really crazy. It's a little bit better on this side. All right, it's all right. So I don't know if I would recommend this product. First thing, it's a little bit, I think it might be a little bit too deep for my skin tone, which Dacey has a deeper complexion than I do. This is just very goldeny. Let me show you it on the back of my hand. So very, very blinding. especially with that light on it. I don't know if you can tell how, see at the bottom, how it's kind of chunky. I think once I got it blended out, it's got a nice sheen to it. Let me know if you've used this product below, and let me know how you use it and what you think of it. I'm going to do my bronzer. I'm just using the Bare Minerals bronzer that I've talked about before. Nothing that Dacey recommended. The next product that Dacey recommended as a favorite is the Covergirl Clean Fresh Healthy Look Pressed Powder. I got the color 110 Porcelain, which looks very, very fair. I don't know how to pick my own colors out, apparently. Let's see if the Kosas has creased up at all. Wow. It really hasn't. So a little bit here. Normally with concealer, I get like a big crease here, but there's really just a little bit. I don't know if you can really see that. And really nothing under my eyes at all. I think that looks nice. You can tell that it is too light. Maybe you can't really tell in here. Maybe you can. Definitely got the wrong shade. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It doesn't really airbrush my pores out like I would hope. I might try it in the right color and see if it does anything. I'll see how it wears for the remainder of the day, see how it looks in photos, stuff like that. And then I'll decide if I want to get the correct shade. I don't have a recommended eyeshadow palette on me. She did recommend the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes palette, and from what I recall, that is a fairly clean palette. Not sure if it's like squeaky clean, but you know, we're just trying to make better choices here and there, reduce the amount of toxins where we can, and not go crazy about it, because no one has time for living like that. So that one, it was highly recommended. It is also very expensive, so I might pick that up in the VIB sale next week, but we'll see. I'm going to do a look with the Tartelette Juicy palette. This is fairly new to me, so I'm just going to kind of play around in here. I'm going to do it off camera since she didn't recommend this. If you want to see a video with me doing a look with this palette, leave a comment below, and I can either do a video on YouTube or I can do a shorter video on Instagram. So let me know. That is my eye look done. The next product that Dacey recommended is this brow pencil from PYT Beauty. Their Brow Goals pencil. So I got this in the color Taupe. This is a more affordable brand. I'd say it's more expensive than drugstore, but less expensive than high end. It's got a spoolie on one end and an oval shaped pencil tip, just the tip. You are able to get super fine hairs. I think this is going to be a decent color. I typically go for like a taupey, like ash kind of color. I don't even know where to start with this. It's definitely depositing color nicely. I'm not having to press too hard. And it's a good color match. Still trying to figure out how to hold it. With a round tip, you can hold it anyway. I kind of turn it so that it's like the sharp point, but you don't really have to think about it. With this, you kind of have to think about it. But it is nice that I'm able to hold it flat instead of at an angle and fill in a lot easier than with like a micro pencil. I will say this is the best, more affordable brow pencil that I've ever tried. Looks like it is $14 compared to my favorite is the Anastasia, which is $21, I believe, but you can typically get those in a kit at the holiday time, or sometimes Ulta has them in their 21 Days of Beauty. An everyday replacement, I think that this is a good option if you're okay with a different type of tip. How many times do I gotta say tip? Like what do you call that? The point? I just don't like saying tip over and over again, but it is the tip. So let me get this other one filled in. Compared to Anastasia and other brow pencils I've tried, other drugstore brow pencils always seem too dry for me. The Anastasia one is probably between this and a dry formula. This is, I don't know if I'd call it a wet formula. It almost feels wet. Maybe it's like more waxy formula, but I'm not feeling like a waxy buildup. I feel like when they're waxy, they don't have color payoff, and this definitely has color payoff. I am a big fan of this. So far, this is the favorite product I've tried that Dacey has recommended. Another brow product that was in Dacey's favorites is the Kosas Air Brow. Kosas Air Brow. It's just their clear brow gel. I did already have this and I've used it a couple of times, but since she mentioned it, I figured I would put it in this video. I am a fan of it. I love the packaging. It is holographic, iridescent, holographic. It doesn't quite glue the brows as much as like some of the other brow products I've used, but it is stiffer than other brow products I've used. So it's like a good middle, and I love the size of the spoolie. I think that this is the perfect size. If it's too big, then I end up getting brow gel up on my, like, the skin above my brows, and I feel like that probably messes up the foundation. So brows are looking good, I think. Mostly even. That's something that I'm working on. All right. Those were all the products that I had pulled from Dacey's favorites. Wanted to just recap some of the things that I tried from Dacey's recommendations, and then I'll finish my mascara, liner, and lips with some new products that are clean but unrelated to products that Dacey recommended. So let me go through what I tried and let you know what I thought of them. The first thing I tried being the RMS Beauty Master Radiance Base. To be honest, I don't hate it. It actually looks really nice. So what I want to say about this is if you already have a liquid highlighter, I don't think you need this. I don't think it's life-changing, but if you're looking for a cream highlighter that gives a nice subtle glow, I do recommend this. I think that this is a great option. It's a great clean option, but I think it gives a really nice sheen, and I think I was unfair to it because I tried to do a brush. Try to use a brush, don't use a brush. But I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I definitely do recommend this if you don't already have a highlighter option and you want a cream one. The next product is the Covergirl Powder. Regardless of it being the right color or not, I can still see my pores, and my current powder I know doesn't do that. I'm a big fan of this. For a clean option, this is a great one. I think it's a good medium to full coverage. I think it covered up my under eye bags pretty well, and it's not making my under eye look any crazier than normal. That's probably my biggest insecurity about myself, is the lines I get under my eyes, especially when I smile. But I'm 31, so it's only gonna get worse from here, right? But I don't think this makes them stand out any worse or or anything like that. I think it does a nice job covering, and I didn't need to add powder, which can then make things look more crepey. So I'll definitely keep using this. Probably my favorite thing that she recommended is this brow pencil, which I am really surprised by because it freaked me out. Really freaked me out. And the first using it, I didn't know how to hold it. You saw, it was weird. Didn't know how to hold it, but I think it looks really good. I was able to do kind of like feathery strokes, but as far as a drugstore option, by far. And like I said, I'd already been using this. I really like it. I'm gonna keep testing them out, but at this point, this would be the one that I would repurchase, so I'll keep you updated on that. I'm so mad that I didn't use this. Awesome. I think that this is going to be way too long of a video. So thank you for sticking around. And if you want to keep watching, I've got some eye products and some lip products that are all clean. So I'm going to test some of those out now and let you know what I think of them. So the first thing that I'm going to use, which I have used this already and I like it, it is the Ilia Clean Line Liquid Liner in Midnight Express, and it is a felt tip. Yep, a felt tip. I'm gonna do just a thin line with a tiny wing, because I don't want to go crazy. Quick tip for when your eyeliner doesn't match. Just F it. Who cares? Talk to people with one side of your face. Yeah, they don't match. They don't match. And I don't have time to care. So while I let my eyeliner dry, because I don't want to skirt up with that, I picked up some lip liners from Colourpop, which are clean. Colourpop's one where some of their products are clean and some aren't, like this Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer that I use. Some of their liquid lipsticks are clean, some of them aren't. So you kind of gotta look and check which ones are, which ones aren't. I picked up two colors here. The red one, I believe. Yep, the red one's Bossy, and the taupe one is BFF2. So let me swatch these. Oh, I like that. These are very creamy. I've never actually used Colourpop lip liners before. These are very creamy. So the red is Bossy, the brown is BFF2. Since my eyes are pink, I'm gonna go in with the BFF2 color because red would not look good. All right, I will say that I do like this liner. I think I need a lighter color. I do like this color, but I am not talented enough for this color. I think it was too easy to get out of control with this color. So I picked up some of the Honest Beauty lip crayons. I've got the color, the color Marsala and the color Strawberry. And because of the color on my lips, with the lip liner, I'm going to try the Marsala. I will say one of the things I've had the hardest time finding, or maybe just the most frustrating time finding, is good lip colors, lipstick. There's just so many that are not clean. So Honest is a super clean brand. For some reason, like a lip crayon just doesn't do the same thing for me as a lipstick, but I have a feeling that this is pretty much the same thing. So let's give it a try. So there are these bigger swatches here, The red is the strawberry, and that color down there is the Marsala. I actually really like them together. I think that the lip crayon adds a nice color to it. This is the Milani highly rated black mascara. Looks great. So one thing that I will say when picking out clean products, there's going to be some that are entirely clean, some that are cleaner, and then some that are, and then there's just products that are not clean. So this probably falls into that cleaner category. What pops out to me on the ingredients here is the phenoxyethanol. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that sounds good in my head. So that pops out to me, but it's at the bottom of the ingredients list. So this mascara is new to me. I've not tried it yet. It is not waterproof, so I'm interested to see if my lashes will fall. This packaging is really cute, by the way. I've got little stars all over it. It's really cute. Oh, okay, so not too terribly big. Like the e.l.f. Big Mood wand is just massive. It's out of control. I don't know why they made it back that big. I do my bottom lashes first so that I don't get mascara all over my eyelid. I will say it's a really dry formula, which is kind of interesting. The ones I've been trying lately have been pretty dry. Like the e.l.f. Big Mood one is also very dry. But that makes me hopeful that it will not make my lashes fall. Right, not bad. I should have done one eye and then the next, but I didn't. So 2 coats, 1 coat. Also, I did want to make a note. I had tested out the Covergirl Clean mascara in another video and my eyes were burning. And I don't think it was the mascara because I've used it again since then and it's been fine. However, I need to double check the ingredients on that because I don't know that it's clean. One of the apps it popped up in and I was like, is it not clean? Like, are they lying? Which shouldn't be a shock. Plenty of companies consider themselves clean because they don't use fragrance or they don't use parabens or they don't, they don't use like one of the harmful ingredients and so they call themselves clean. However, my view of clean is a lot broader than that. Just cutting out fragrance doesn't make you a clean brand, so keep that in mind. Use it how you will. I know some people do think that cutting out fragrance is enough and that makes a product clean. So it really depends on what your definition is of it. Fragrance is definitely one of the large culprits of, especially for fertility and endocrine disruption. But I've decided to take it that step further and look at all of the ingredients and not just fragrance. Every product that you're using, take with it what you will, and I'll try and be transparent about those things that aren't fully clean as I use them. So keep that in mind. I'm going to top off just like in the center of my lips just to lighten it up a little bit. I'm going in with the Honest Beauty Off Duty Liquid Lipstick. I think it's the liquid lipstick in Off Duty. Looks like this. And I have worn this on its own. Big fan of it. I don't think it would look nice with this dark of a lip liner and just this, but in the center I think it'll look good. That is the final look from today. Really enjoyed most of these products that Dacey recommended. I love doing this type of video because it gets me trying different products and things that I might not have found. Please let me know if you have any questions and let me know if you've used any of these products and what you think of them. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends. I know I've said this before, but please DM me if you have any questions, need help picking out products. I love doing that. So let me help you shop. Let me help you find what's going to work for you. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.